On this AVNation special, we have a conversation with Warren Chaikin, President and CEO of Almo, how they are partnering with Bloom Energy Corp to distribute and refurbish used ventilators. All that and more next on this AVNation special.
The network for the AV industry.
What are you listening to?
This
is AV.
This
is AVNation.
This is AVNation.
This is an AVNation special, refurbishing ventilators for COVID-19. It's Tim Albright with AVNation with an AVNation special. Today, we were actually talking about friends of ours, Almo and Bloom, which is Bloom Energy Corp, which has gotten together. From the announcement, Bloom Energy Corp and Almo Corporation today announced they are joining forces to refurbish unused out-of-warranty ventilators and ship them to state agencies and hospitals throughout the country. With me to talk about this is my buddy, Mr. Warren Chaikin, President and CEO of Almo. Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Thanks, Tim. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you. Let's start with this. One thing that Almo has, and for the folks in the AV industry, we know you from Almo Pro AV, but Almo, the corporation, is even bigger than what we know. The folks at Infocom and the E4 events. Talk for a second about how, first of all, this agreement and this cooperation came about between Almo and Bloom Energy Corp.
Sure. So it was interesting. We have Bloom and Almo have a mutual acquaintance and business partner. Our former Congressman Pat Meehan, who does lobbying work for actually both companies, from what I understand, at least with us. And Pat heard about this initiative that Bloom was doing and the whole story, which I can get into in a second, called me up and said, Warren, is there something that you could do to help? And I picked up the phone and called their CEO, whose name's KR, said, KR, what can we do? You're trying to get products to your facilities. What can we do and how can we do it? And within a 5-minute conversation, we figured out what to do, at least a high level. Mm-hmm. And then we got our logistics teams together to work with Bloom to get product from hospitals and government facilities to Bloom's facilities, both in San Jose, California, as well as in Newark, Delaware, and to get these products turned around fairly quickly.
Well, talk about this process for a second, because Almo, as a distributor, you guys have facilities and kind of the logistics to get pretty much anywhere in North America. You guys leveraging that to help Bloom, first of all, to get them to the facilities, to get them refurbished in the first place, and then taking them from there and distributing to where they're needed, currently. What does this process look like? And typically, do you guys know how long from the time we pick it up or whoever picks it up, right, the time it actually gets refurbished and back out into use?
So what's really cool about this is that we're leveraging not our facilities today, but our distribution partners as far as the carriers are concerned. So our logistics team, let's say there's something we'll just make it up, in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, that needs to get picked up. Our logistics team is calling the carriers. They're going right to the hospital or facility, just call it facility, picking the product up and bringing it right to Newark, Delaware. And from there, Bloom's estimating that they can, right now in total, can fix about 200 units a day. Once that happens, we're then contacted again. The carrier will pick it up and take it right back to those facilities that are necessary, either the same facility or a different one, depending on what either the state or the hospital needs us to do.
Yeah, that's incredible. One of the things that I found interesting coming out of the article here was California Governor Gavin Newsom talking about the need for ventilators as well, and how it's one of the most common and effective treatments right now that we have for COVID-19.
Yeah, and one of the things also I was going to say, Tim, is what we're doing is really small in this whole process. I mean, obviously moving products is really important, and that's what we do really well. But it's more important right now to get the word out, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about this, because if we can get one more person to say, oh my goodness, we have 50 ventilators that were used for the swine flu that are out of date right now and just need to be recertified, it's a very simple process. but we need to get those ventilators from these facilities to the refurbishment plant in those two facilities so we can get them fixed. And they're estimating right now there are about 12,000 to 15,000 ventilators out there that are out of service that could be fixed. And if you think about that, what Dyson is doing, which we talked about earlier, that they're going to produce 15,000 ventilators, that's now 30,000 that you have out there. And that just one ventilator can save one or even multiple lives today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if I'm outside of St. Louis, you're in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
If I've got folks, and I have plenty of family and friends that work in the medical facility, if we have some here in St. Louis, right, or there's one in Chicago, what is the process
Sure.
of saying, hey, you know what, we've got one here?
Yep. So it starts going to Bloom Energy's website,
Okay.
which is bloomenergy.com/ventilators, or it's emailing ventilators@bloomenergy.com, or the last one is there's an 800 number, which is 888-544-2644, and we'll start the process that way. From there, depending on the logistics needs, either we get involved or the product goes directly to right to Bloom. And some of the neat stuff that we've seen and good stories that we've heard outside of the governor of California working with KR to get this started and picking up, I think it was 150 units initially, was the city of Philadelphia we got in contact with, and the fire department now is calling around to local hospitals to see if there's a need, if there are extra ventilators, right? There was a gentleman that emailed us after the press release and said he lives in California, he's a retired engineer, he'd like to volunteer to help work.
Oh, wow.
So, I know there's a lot of bad going on with this virus right now, but you also hear some of the good stuff. And that really drives me and our company to keep moving forward to seeing what more we can do to help out.
Well, yeah, it times like this kind of brings us all together and brings out some of the best in all of us. Really, it does.
Yep, absolutely.
Real quickly before, I want to put the website as well as the email and the phone number up on this episode's site as well.
Sure.
Warren, before we let you go though, I mentioned the fact that we know Almo as Almo Pro AV. You guys have been impacted by this, and the customers that you service, both the dealers and their customers as well. From the event side, 2 of Almo's E4 events have been canceled, but also from the exhibitor side.
Yep.
We're recording this the 31st of March. Just yesterday, Infocom announced the cancellation of Infocom 2020. What do you see as the lasting legacy, I guess, of this crisis as all of us kind of work together to come out of it and support each other?
All right. Well, first of all, I know this was a very tough decision for Avixa to do. I've been going to this event now 10 years and have enjoyed it all 10 years. And I know people in the industry that's been going for multiple, many more years than that. But it also is a prudent thing to do. So from that standpoint, I really do applaud them. I know it was a tough decision, just the same way it was a tough decision for us as not only a sponsor there, losing that opportunity to see our customers and educate them, but also for E4s that we really value getting close to our customers and bringing solutions together and getting Infocom credits for our customers as well. So they're tough decisions, but they're the right decisions to make. As a sponsor of the main event, the welcome event, that really stunk, quite honestly. I would say other words, but it really was not what we wanted to do. It's a fun way to start the event, and we love doing that to get everyone psyched for the Infocom event. But we'll look forward to doing it in 2021 in and of itself. But at the same time, the other things that we're trying to do and working is that we're going to be doing virtual trade shows and working in a new platform that will kind of revolutionize things, and just working with folks to get that done. So you'll hear more about that over the next couple of weeks. That, again, not exactly what we want to do, but it's another way for people to learn and be in front of the product and learn about the product and at least be more interactive than a typical webinar and things like that. So we're excited about those things. And again, that'll allow us as we move to the future and get out of this crisis to have another tool in our war chest that we can help our dealers and the resellers out there to learn more about the products out there.
Absolutely. All right. That'll be a good place to stop. Warren, thank you so much. Warren Chaikin from Almo. If somebody wants to, again, if you want to get a hold of or donate a ventilator, you can go to bloomenergy.com/ventilators. We'll put all that information on there. Warren, if somebody wants to get a hold of you or Almo Pro AV, how do they do that?
Best way for me would be just email me at wchaikin@almo.com, ALMO.com. It's the easiest way. If you want to learn more about Almo Corp, it's just almo.com, and obviously Almo Pro AV is almoproav.com. So that's the information. And most importantly, I hope everyone out there stays safe and healthy, and let's get through this all together.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Together is how we'll do it. So Warren Chaikin again from Almo. Thank you so much, sir. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv. You'll find this program and a host of others, including all of our coverage of COVID-19 and our 2 weekly programs, AV Week and Refurbishing. All that and more at avnation.tv.